Hello, Mark here from Rockin Walls with another Pro Series. Basically, I just wanted to show you I'm working with some bluestone, some pretty thick bluestone, and I'm coming up to the patio and some concrete. Now, it's not perfectly square, so this is a trick that I use quite often for my custom cut patios systems that I do. So let's go ahead and take a look at this really quick. All right, so what I have here is basically I have the bluestone that I'm about to set up against this piece of concrete pathway. And the tools that I have, I'm using the clear plastic drop cloth you just get from any home improvement store. A straight edge of some sort, just happens to be a level, some scissors, marking devices such as a Sharpie, and then also a soapstone so I can mark out the stone. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm about to do here. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is basically I have the clear plastic. And what I'm going to do is basically get this on my edges and just use it as a tracing paper, more or less. Now, if it's windy like today, it's helpful to have some kind of weight of some sort. But the next thing I'll do, grab a Sharpie, and I'll basically just take the Sharpie and then trace along my edges, which I've already done here. And then after that, the next thing I'll do is go ahead and take a straight edge of some sort and then just make sure that my lines are perfectly straight. Then I'll go ahead and cut the piece of plastic. Now sometimes keep in mind, if you're trying to actually match a stone to the space, sometimes I'll actually take the plastic, do a rough out with the Sharpie as to what my stone shape is, if it's an irregular size, then come over to the space and mark out actually where I need to be, so that way I can take the film and say this was the line for the stone itself. I can lay it in the space to make sure it's going to fit, get it where it needs to be, then draw my lines within those parameters of what the stone is, and then go back and cut. So next, time to cut. Now once I'm finished cutting, I'll actually grab the stone and put this piece of template now on the stone and mark out my lines for me to allow me to saw cut. Now depending on if you're cutting dry, I'll use a soapstone and then I'll do a quick cut with the saw with dry, and then I'll turn it on the water. But sometimes, play it safe, just do all your marks with a Sharpie. Now it can't hurt, I've cut the plastic, but I can still go back and just make sure my line is perfectly straight. Now, it's time to saw cut. Okay, next, let's go ahead and grab the stone and see if it fits. One thing I did not mention earlier, just to point out, once you've cut your template or you have it all marked out, take the time to write with your Sharpie up or top, so you just have some kind of reference as to knowing which way it is. I find that's the most helpful. If you have an unusual shape and you need to kind of match sides or something, you can make references. If you maybe had a point that you're coming into, sometimes I'll just draw an extra line. But anything you can do to help remind you where you are and where you need to be, just mark it out. So thank you so much for checking out this video. If you found it helpful, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel, and then feel free to leave any comments and maybe what you guys do out there. This has just been a really wonderful helping tool in order to expedite my time, to make sure I'm making the right cuts and minimize having any extra kind of waste. So thank you so much for checking it out. Be safe, stay healthy, and have fun. Take care.